welcome back everyone to the channel. So this video I'm going to focus on the 5 key components every effective classroom behaviour management system needs. First I'm looking at clear expectations. Students need to know what's expected of them. This means simple, specific rules, positive phrases like raise your hands to speak instead of don't shout. Post them, model them around, get the students' involvement at the start of it, but whenever you have them done, make sure you're following through with them. Students need to remain in their seats. Students need to not talk over the teacher. Students need to be respectful of one another. All these things is going to help us when we're looking as teachers to reinforce this and help build that solid foundation we need in our classroom management systems. Next one, looking at your consistent routines. Behaviour thrives on predictability. Entry routines, transitions, pick-up procedures, these are the secret sauce to minimising your chaos. When students know what comes next, they're less likely to go off track. Predictability should result in fewer disruptions. Students come into class, they know where to pick up their pencils, worksheets, starter activity. When students in transition, 30 kids in the room, they know how to move around the room. Okay, release students in certain orders so you're not getting just hammered down the front during transition and students off task wasting time. Packing up procedure, last 5 minutes, students need to clean up the room. I mean, even as a high school teacher, students aren't obviously the fan of being the ones to look like they are, being used as cleaners. But I mean, most of the time you can get students to keep the room and maintain that clean learning environment, and that's going to add to sort of the aesthetics of the room and overall feel to it. Okay, last 5 minutes of lesson, students stand behind their chairs, everything back in order, tables back together, all that good stuff. Students will buck to start with, I'll not be a fan, but the more consistent you are with it, the more routines you have, students know where to operate within the boundaries. Component number 3, looking at your positive reinforcement. Catch students doing the right thing. Okay, there's different ratios floating around. Last time I looked, it was a 4-to-1 ratio, so 4 positives to 1 negative. Not saying 1 negative, not saying that negatives shouldn't exist or consequences, but you're not just focusing on that negative spiel all the time. Okay, there is actually positive reinforcements. Well done, Johnny, you challenged yourself on that question. Well done, Samantha, you're on task, paying attention. Well done, Josephine, on class on time. Well done, Samara, good to see you in class. Okay, all those little things, again, adds to the system, but you're creating that positive learning environment where the students want to be in class, want to be engaged, want to be doing what they're supposed to be doing, staying on task, all that good stuff. Calm, predictable consequences. Have you follow through. There's nothing worse than a lesson that starts to go south or something starts to pop off, so to speak, behaviour-wise, and as a teacher, you don't know where to go next. And there will be times it happens, but just make sure if you go through those situations, you know what to do. Students off task, okay, you're off task, just let you know if you do remain off task, you have to move you to the class, okay, around the class, wherever it happens to be, give students that option. Okay, you're not doing the work now, we do a recess next, going to finish the work then. Oh, you're not going to stay in a recess? All right, well then we've got to, phone parents and do contracts and all that kind of stuff. Every way along the way, you've got a consequence implemented, okay? And it's not going to be easy to start with. There's going to be times that you go back and forth, but start to actually follow through with stuff and have in your mind a clear map or blueprint of where you're going to go. Okay, obviously experience helps with this, but when you're a teacher, there's going to be varying situations. But as long as you know you've got rough ideas where each escalation could potentially end up, it helps add to that confidence. Okay, of handling the situation. Obviously, as you're doing this, just do your best to remain calm. It can be hard at times, but just you escalating is not going to help anyone. And my final one, relationships and emotional safety. The most effective behaviour systems are built on trust. Take time to get to know your students, greet them at the door, check in. When students feel heard and respected, they're more likely to engage and cooperate. Okay, look at my 60-minute math lesson, the first 15-20 minutes warm-up activity. I'm using that to get around to check in to students. Sure, they're on task and they're doing work, but at the same time, how's the game on the weekend? Your drama rehearsals, how are they going? All those things that touch base with the students adds to their trust with you and to further enhance that learning environment. Okay, so again, just what I think the 5 most important components of a behaviour management system is. Like always, thanks for listening.